Yo, what's up, Internet? Kusanagi here. We're talking about the latest additions to Goddess of Victory NIKKE, wAsuka, and wRei for simplicity's sake from the Evangelion collab. So, whether you're an EVA fan or not, these units are worth considering, especially for Union Raid, Solar Raid, and Anomaly Interception.
Hey Internet, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to subscribe.
The TLDRs, you should get at least one copy of each. These units are valuable for long-term content. We won't see any limited banners until at least the summer, so now is the time to secure them. How strong is wAsuka? Well, on her own, my Asuka is performing on par with Scarlet Black Shadow or better. Keep in mind, my SBS doesn't have as much elemental advantage, so it's clear that SBS was slightly disadvantaged in most of these fights. It's not possible to basically set elemental gear rolls exactly the same. So if SBS had the same rolls, I would bet money that she is going to outperform Asuka. There are things to consider with my testing. Initial testing, SBS is heavily reliant on Alice or Mana to reach her full potential, right? Her damage ceiling is much higher when she has those charge speed buffs. And Asuka didn't have wRei available as well, so her ceiling was basically handicapped by that scenario of not having a wRei. So, what is the situation with wRei and Asuka? Well, their rotations are pretty smooth, and QTEs become really easy to manage in Anomaly Interception, especially because wRei is a AR. That makes most of the stop time QTEs between Phase 1 and Phase 2 much easier, and the Elemental Shield QTEs are really easy to break, since you have 2 units on the team that can just continuously put fire on those QTEs. So what is the downside to these units? Well, the downside is wRei and wAsuka are extremely selfish compared to their fire counterparts. I was hoping they might synergize well with Summer Sakura or SBS for some unique team comps in Solar Raid, or being able to stack that elemental advantage against win-weak bosses. But unfortunately, wRei's kit mainly buffs herself and buffs wAsuka. While wRei does provide some flat attack percentage buffs, it's nowhere near as good as the fire versions. The fire versions of wRei and Asuka offer elemental damage, core damage, and attack percentage buffs for all fire code allies on the team. That means you can use them as amazing supports for Modernia, Alice, SSR Rappy. That they're also going to buff your DKW and your Grave if that's who you're running on that, let's say, mono fire team. The final verdict and whether you should pull, well, I would believe skipping these units is a serious mistake. We won't have another limited banner until summer. If you have the resources, grabbing at least one copy of each is worth it for future content. If you missed last year's EVA collab, the fire units are very much worth picking up. As I mentioned before, they boost SSR Rappy, Alice, and Modernia, and they will help you clear tough content like hard mode chapters 30 through 32. Asuka was extremely valuable here, buffing Rappy and Alice throughout those chapters, and continuously putting fire on Raptures with her pierce damage attack, helping clear the field between those burst rotations. That's it for today's breakdown. Are you pulling or skipping wAsuka and wRei? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more NIKKE content. Thank you, and bye-bye.